Okay, let's see if we can record this video. This is my 7th time trying to record this video, okay? Lordy, Lordy, Lord have mercy. So I'm in the process of getting this done. I know I told the student that I would have everything completed by a certain time, and I'm working on it. Okay, so let's talk about your outline, okay? Your outline is simple. This is just a simple outline that I'm just going to quickly and briefly talk about the points of an outline or the ingredients of an outline. In your Canvas announcements, I have posted an outline for you to follow. Use that outline as you are preparing to write, okay? So typically, when you're writing an outline, and it's not typically, whenever you're writing an outline, you're going to use your thesis and your claim statement as your guiding light, okay? So your thesis and your claim statement is going to set the flow for everything. And you're going to hear me use the word flow again as we talk about your introductory paragraph. So what you're going to do is take your thesis statement, look at the points that you want to make within your thesis statement, and you're going to turn them into this particular section right here. So reason number one that supports your thesis statement, you're going to use Roman numeral 2, and then you're going to tell me point A, what's your reason? What's your main point? And then you're going to just jot down 2 pieces of evidence that you will use to support that particular point. Same thing with B, same thing with C. So you all know what I expect of you. I told you how I want you all to format this essay in class, okay? Uh, then your third section will be your counter counter argument. Third or fourth section will be your counter argument, okay? Or your counterclaim with your rebuttal or your response to them. Then your last section will be your concluding section. Remember, an essay has 3 parts. Because we're writing an argumentative essay, it has 4 parts. It has an introduction, it has body, it has a counterclaim, and it has conclusions. Okay? And so um, for each section, we're just breaking it down so that we can have a visual of what we want to talk about. So let's talk about your introduction, okay? So I'm going to give you 2 options for your introduction, but they all have the same components, okay? Your introduction will have the same component. If you think about what we read in our rubric, we said that your essay must contain an effective and relevant introduction. Okay, that means it needs to have these 3 parts. That means that your introduction needs to focus on the prompt. It needs to focus on the prompt. It needs to answer the question that is in the prompt. And it also needs to have flow. Okay, so let me briefly talk to you about when you write a hook. So when you write a hook is what draws the readers in. You've heard me say that before. You're grabbing my attention. You're pulling me in. It's like a sweet smelling fragrance, or it's like some good old fashioned fried chicken. When I'm walking into the house after working a long day, and it's like, it's drawing me into the kitchen so that I can look into the pot, okay? So with an argument, when an argumentative, sorry, with an argumentative essay, your introduction is going to prepare me and other readers for what lies ahead, okay? In other words, I will not be surprised. I am I would not be surprised by what I read because you've already given me clues and hints as to what I can expect. Okay? It's like telling me you're gonna take me to Disney World and I'm gonna see Mickey Mouse. That's what I'm expecting. But instead of taking me to Disney World, you take me to Sea World. I wasn't expecting to see um, a killer whale. I didn't want to see Shamu. I wanted to see Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. So remember that your introduction is preparing me for what lies ahead. Another thing, your introduction will have flow. So your hook should flow, and think about water, how water flows. Everything is going in the same direction. Your hook is going to relate to your thesis statement in some aspect. Here's what I mean. You can create flow with your hook by using your thesis statement for inspiration. For example, if I were to say that my claim statement is the governor has continually done the community a disservice by mishandling money, focusing on frivolous causes, and failing to listen to his constituents, right? That's my thesis statement. That's my claim. That's what I'm going to write about. But I can look within my claim and I can say, what are some words or phrases or a phrase that I can use that I can turn into an analogy or a metaphor or a simile? What are some words and phrases that I can use to open with a paradox? Or what are some words and phrases that I can use so that I can challenge the opinion of others? Or I could do a comparison and contrast. So for that particular claim, again, I probably would use something like mishandling monies, right? And I probably would say something along the lines of, um, I don't know, imagine, oh, I'm going to use mishandling money as my inspiration, right? So if I think about money, um I think about dreams. So I would say to mishandle money is equivalent to mishandling one's dream or flushing dreams down the toilet or commode, right? I will open with that. And somebody gonna say, wait a minute now. What's she talking about mishandling money and flushing dreams down the toilet? So that is drawing the reader in. And then I'm going to give some background information about the governor and what he has done and things of that nature, the promises that he has made, and then I'm going to hit you with my thesis statement. Bam. This is what I think about the governor, and here's why. Okay? So, for you will do the same thing. You will use your thesis statement as inspiration. What are some things that connect to what you're saying, right? And then you will use your academic summary template as your background information. It's going to help you with your background information. So the very first part, the first two sentences of your academic summary template is actually what I need for your background information. So after you give your hook, you go into in the text. You're going to tell me the type of text. You're going to tell me the name of the text. You're going to tell me the author or the speaker. And you're going to give me that academic verb, that action, that precise action, the topic of what are they discussing. See, here's where your annotations come in. Because I know you beautiful children have you annotated. I know you did. I know you did. And then you're going to either give me the author's um, argument, which is central idea, or we'll think of it that way. Give me the author stance, argument, belief, or the theme of this text. That's all you have to do. Then you go into your thesis statement, okay? And if you're doing option one, remember, you're going to answer this prompt with your reasons in one sentence. So you will have your opinion and you will have your 3 reasons why. Now, in option two, you will have the same thing. Hook, background information, you got your thesis statement. However, here's where things are different. Your thesis statement will actually be broken in half. So you're going to give me your claim, your opinion, and then your blueprint. And your blueprint will be the reasons why you're saying what you're saying. It will be the support that you're going to discuss in the text. For example, let's look right here. So if I were to say jogging is an overrated form of exercise, right? That's my opinion. Now I got to prove it. Now I got to tell you why I said what I said. So my blueprint will be few joggers consider that jogging can be hazardous to one's emotional, financial, and physical health. So those 3 things, emotional, financial, physical health. These are the 3 things that I am going to discuss in my body paragraph. But instead of having 5 to 6 sentences in my introduction, I now have 7 to 9 sentences. I'm just using that. So remember, you guys don't get caught up on the number of sentences. You write until you know that I understand. Okay? All righty. So we are going to stop right here. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, send it to you so that you can go ahead and start in your introduction.